Good morning, and we are officially beginning the Be the Light meditation. I am Jan Jorgensen here at Sound and Light Healing Arts. I love that name of my website because it's all encompassing. We are working with vibration, and no matter where you are in your spiritual path, I'm sure you've heard even Dr. Oz say, which is to me the mainstream, that everything is vibration and has a resonance or a dissonance, a pushback, and even our own thoughts. So I invite people to come to this meditation. I call it Be the Light. There's that word light. So you can lighten up, be aligned, have a lighter heart, more well-being, and it's 3 simple steps to be the light. We always start out with the theme, and today's theme is clarity. We're spending a lot of time at home. Our mind is moving around with a lot of fear and confusion and unknowns, and a profound lack of trust in our authority figures. Spiritual leaders, they all have one take on it. Some people are saying, ministers, God will protect us from the virus. Then we have our medical authorities who are so happy to give us vaccines that may or may not hit the spot or may not be part of another agenda. We have a president who is often confusing in his messaging, and even our own connection to what is truth is now so muddied because there is now one voice that we can absolutely trust. So that's the good news and the bad news. It's good news because this is a wake-up time for humans to reattune themselves and to communicate with the Creator, the bigger plan, the easier path for yourself and for Earth. The thing about planet Earth is that we have free will here, and again, that's the good and the bad news. But Rudolf Steiner, he was a great philosopher, and he said, humans have gotten it wrong about free will. You can choose to run around in circles and try dark areas and make lots of mistakes and then get back on your highest, best, easiest, sacred path of your own truth, or you can continue to have these experiences. So having clarity and hearing that bell of resonance and your gut sense of this is true is not going to come outside of yourself anymore. The media, the specialists, the authorities, it is going to come from your inner gut and knowing, with your heart opening your satellite systems to communication of what? They're the divine truth, the Creator's truth, the God, goddess of whatever it is. When we do these meditations, you get to choose the face. I call it a ladder. It's actually a vibrational ladder. We are here in concrete, third dimensional incarnated bodies. In the next level of this ladder, there are beings, Christ, Buddha, all the goddesses. There are spiritual beings who don't have bodies, who smile down on us and give us kind of a hand up and help us with that next rung, all the way up to the Creator, which is the highest, brilliant vibration of all possibilities. So if you're listening to this, you're sitting here saying, yeah, there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of confusion, and I'm feeling anxious about my safety, about the future of the planet. So your best bet is to still your mind, which is a combination of all of this talkie, to drop into your heart and let your heart be your compass or your Geiger, they call it a Geiger counter. It's like the closer you get to the gold, tick, 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 tick. So the Be the Light process is to help your heart be able to magnetize and connect with this, like a communication system that, guess what? It's already laid out in the universe. You don't have to create it. I am going to show you the telephone fiber optic cable that is yours to access divine truth, communication, higher vibrations. You're going to go up that ladder. We're going to do it together. It's very simple. 3 steps in the Be the Light process. And you're going to sit in a spacious, I call it the throne, where you are with the Creator, and your voice and your clear mind of spaciousness can bring new pictures, new hope to come back in your body and your life refreshed with some positive ideations. Okay, so that's an overview of what we're going to do and help everybody get settled in and believe the process. So when we do this process, we shut our eyes usually, because 80% of what we're experiencing is visual. So I'm going to invite you to gently shut your eyes. If your eyelids are relaxed, Yogananda always said that's half the battle. So if you're feeling particularly stressed, you might take the palms of your hand and place them over your eyelids very gently, and just maybe count to 5. And we ask and intend that those tiny little muscles relax and let go of all the thoughts, the tension. As we take our attention to our heart, take a nice deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel that your entire body is beginning to relax. We ask and intend, and I use those words frequently because it is my rudder for my experience of where I am directing my consciousness, my creative imagination. I ask and intend to set a sacred space. Imagine that this sacred space is your own personal healing tent. It is in the shape of a geometric structure. Why? Because the entire universe is a mathematical lattice work. And if you place yourself in this beautiful sacred space, it fits in perfectly with the firmament and the all that is. So set yourself in your own personal space. And in doing so, we will remove everyone else's energy, everyone else's thoughts, the TV, the media, everything. In this moment, you are emptying out. And as you are doing so, you are finding more room in your body, a spaciousness, a relief, a release of all the tension. Imagine that a little siphon or a faucet handle is opening in the bottom of your feet. And you are draining out the old stories of the world, the old stories and pictures of yourself, other people's stories and expectations and pictures of you. You are choosing to reclaim your own divine heritage, to be connected with Source, and to co-create your life effortlessly, full of joy with Source, no matter what is happening around you. No matter if people are sensing that the sky is falling, or things are happening that are not trustworthy. You are setting your heart's compass towards true, we'll say true north, upward, straight to the Creator. So in our experience today, the Be the Light process, we've already taken step one, simply by saying, I ask and intend to set a sacred space that puts you into your beautiful, beautiful geometric structure, a billowing white healing tent, where you are refusing to reference yourself with the external or your past any longer. You are stepping into a new world, which is different and unknown. So we ask and intend that you feel safe and grounded here in this physical body during the entire process together now. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth, and it almost feels as if the walls have fallen away, whatever room you are sitting in, and you are in fact sitting in a garden. There is a light breeze. We are supporting and assisting your human nervous system to feel safe. Human thoughts and creation have gone south. They have been fear-based. There is not much to anchor your faith and trust and directionality in this moment. The fact that you're on this meditation, you are asking to be a lighthouse, a beacon of truth and hope for mankind. It's a contract that you signed up for. The next step of the Be the Light process is we are not alone, so we ask and intend to call in our spirit family, and they have been trying to tap us on the shoulder and get our attention. They are here just one tiny little veil away. So in this moment, let yourself imagine the guardian angels, the next step helpers up the ladder. Use your imagination to know that they are here. Feel their vibration. There's that word vibration. They have graduated from human density and they are a higher vibration. Just by being in their circle, no, it's your circle and they are surrounding you. They are here to serve, to enlighten you, to help you become lighter. Just breathe in their love, their unconditional love, and the vibration. And notice how that also helps erase the chalkboard of the to-do list, all of the things that seem so important. Now you are on a bigger journey, a very simple journey where all is provided, all is shown to you as you align your will with the Creator's will for your highest good. So just bathe in this beautiful, beautiful circle of divine light. We are asking to achieve clarity for our own truth, and you are already halfway there because you have erased the congealed, dense truth of humanity, of a zillion agendas, of which very few are reflective or attached to the actual divine alignment of which Earth is retuning herself to, and will allow all those humans to be part of that co-creation if they are tuning in, which is exactly what we are doing. You are allowing yourself to be a resonating tuning fork of clarity and truth, so that people will gaze upon you and see that resonance and ask, how do you do it? And you will be able to empower them to connect with Source. And this is how the story of Earth will be rewritten. It is simply using our will prayerfully to connect with God's highest role for ourselves and humanity, beginning with yourself. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. So this feels pretty good. And we haven't even made the actual, it's like an ET phone home where you actually make that electric sizzling connection with absolute clarity with Source. So the third step is we have what we call a crown chakra. And it is located, of course, on our head. And it is the highest energy center of your human body. So we ask in this moment that all of our chakras be aligned and balanced and healed. And yes, it is that easy because we are asking and intending. We are stilling our minds and we are letting our words and our consciousness direct reality in a more powerful way than a simple thought in our normal consciousness. We are actually aligning all of our energy fields. And the third step of the Be the Light process is we are opening our crown chakra and we are asking and intending that the Creator connect with us. Now, there are many ways to do this, and one is to imagine that a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful searchlight, which has been looking all around the universe. Where is Miriam? Where is Jan? Where are they? Where is my child? Exhausted. And the searchlight is now locking on to your crown chakra. Feel the warmth, the assurance, the sense of, I do have parents. I do have parents, and benevolent, trustworthy. There is a true home for me. That is the feeling of this vibration. It is a gentle gold and silver pulse of pure light. Now imagine that it is not just resting on the top of your head, but it is pulsing in gently and you are absorbing it through your skull and now through your brain. And it is such a consistency that you are embodying it fully because it is trustworthy energy of a very high resonance, and it is reflecting your absolute truth of who you are. Let this come into your eyes, into your third eye, and down into your head. And now let it come into your throat, very important, clearing out all hesitation, all stuck energy where you weren't sure how to speak up and ask and intend. You are clearing all of your energy centers and retuning yourself. And your nervous system is letting go. We are rebooting your brain and your nervous system so that you are safe in every step and every breath in this body, every day that you live on this planet. All of the divine beings surrounding you are saying you are representing the universe's decree for Earth to be filled with beings of light. Thank you for walking this courageous, tough battle. We know how hard it is, and we are here to support the reorchestration of your beingness. And we would like to harmonize, if it's okay, all of your organs. We want you full of vitality. We want you full of youthful vigor and energy so that you have a beautiful, when you step, it is like a lilting lightness. You can defy gravity. This energy is now pouring down into your bones so that your bones are strong and determined and reflect in a very grounded way this beautiful, very high conscious energy. So all the parts of your body, the sinuousness, the cellular aspects, all of it is rearticulating and integrating into an absolute cohesive patterning that will sustain you and your emotions and your physical body to a very high degree. And in this moment, we also put our mental and our thinking in the back seat. We are letting our heart sit in the front seat of the vehicle of our consciousness that drives us, and we are assigning that our mental processes are simply helping us make the to-do list of what our heart and the Creator have set as the action plan, as the things to say. We are letting our mental apparatus with the ego attachment sit in the back seat and only speaks when spoken to. Take a deep breath. So this is a large step in letting go of the ego self. It is being in service to the greater will, which brings you immense joy, inner security, and trust, and the ability to have clarity when you look out into the world and to understand and know what vibrations other people are carrying, not in judgment, but in truth, so that you will not be fooled again. You will not be misled. You will not be manipulated. You will not be a sheeple ever again. You will bless that is where they are in their process, and you will begin to see thought patterns of circles of different divided groups on the earth with various agendas. And you will hold your golden core of clarity and truth. You will be able to instantaneously sort with complete clarity as the Creator sees man in his foibles and attempts to win and be wealthy and to keep all the marbles for himself. And you will be co-creating with the Creator your own fearless, stable, safe environment, no matter what is happening, no matter if Earth in its creation is false, if it must shake, be dissolved, melt, burn, you are this beacon of light for new ways for people to live in new environments. And you are holding this clarity, this truth for new creations. And in doing so, your resonance will shine out. It will attract like-minded people, and you will form circles, and you will form homes, and you will form societies that reflect the Creator's divine principles of truth, beauty, love, and goodness. And this is why you are walking this earth. So let this energy, it's saying a big yes, and it is now running through your legs at the bottom of your feet, and it is anchoring into the truth of Mother Earth. Mother Earth, pure core and structure, is healing, and she's getting ready to shake off mean human-like fleas. She doesn't want predatory humans anymore. She wants beings attuned to sustainability, attuned to the Creator's heart pulse of enough food for all, goodness for all, caring for all as if they are your own family. This is the vision for New Earth, and you are a walking tuning fork to broadcast it out through your artwork, your songs, your eyes, your speech. And it is a beautiful thing. And it is a very high vibration. And it holds a sterling, sparkling, net-like grid around the planet. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear. Everyone will end up in the right place through all of this. Everyone will choose with their heart. And you have chosen to be this tuning fork. So we are bringing this 3-step process of be the light to simply ask and intend to create a sacred space. Bring in the divine beings and helpers, put them in a circle around you to help you go up the ladder, connect with the Creator, feel in your heart, imagine that you do have this Geiger counter, this compass, this fiber optic cable, and make it permanent now. Make it infallible. Make it impenetrable by anything, even your own negative thoughts or doubt. It is there. It is always a source of nourishment, sustainment for yourself. We're going to take just a moment as we finish this meditation for you to make an intention or ask a question of source. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment so you can have the absolute yes experience of this communication portal that is now set. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your, I was going to say heart, out through your heart. So you're actually breathing with the universal breath. And know that sometimes just that in that stillness and that connection is the miracle. Sometimes you'll see a picture, sometimes you'll hear words, sometimes you'll have a chill. The communication happens in many different subtle ways that work for you. So there's no expectations for any specific big message or way of communicating. It is a feeling and you acknowledging the presence that is the state of grace for continued communication. Excellent. So bring that your attention back to your physical body. And we always end the meditation by coming back into wiggle your fingers and toes, take a breath, and imagine that you have a beautiful golden resilient egg around your physical body. And this will help protect you from the harshness or the vibrational milieu of the external. And we ask and intend that this energetic flush that we've just had in connection is now stabilized and integrated powerfully for the good of yourself and all that is. Excellent. So we're going to bring this part of the meditation to a close, and I'll turn the recording off. And if anybody has anything to share, would like to stay and visit, we usually do that until 10. But if you have to run, I understand that too. If you are watching this later on my website, Sound and Light Healing Arts, I am Jan Jorgensen, and you will see plenty of other videos there on different topics du jour. Okay, thanks for joining me. So I'm going to stop.